Let's ask people. No, I'm going to do the audio to turn it up.
Why?
Because I got to see how great it is.
Oh, okay. It's not popping up on my phone or your TV.
It turns on at 6. This is a pre one. Like it goes live. That's actually a good idea. We're learning.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
That's going on. This got a bit of a delay. Yeah, just a little bit. So watch the camera. Watch. Yeah, you're good. There. Hello, everybody. My phone is way.
We're going to have to turn that off.
All right, turn it off.
It's going to mess with us.
I'm going to try behind you on the red box. Uh-oh, got a commenter. Oh, it sounds good. Good. Thanks, Kevin. We were just messing with the volume here. We haven't done this before. At least not in the garage. So everything sounds good. Hey, Shibe's here. David Shepard. Hello, Ethan. SS Firewood. Can you get it up there? Sorry, guys. This is a little bit of a learning curve for us. We're not live guys. Oh, we're going to scoot up.
And I don't know how to make this.
So I came over here today. It is Saturday, obviously. Came over to Quentin and Genin. They asked, hey, you want to do a live and just talk about firewood? I said, sure. So I drove over here. It's about an hour for me. Kind of a fun little drive over here, actually. There's a little bit different than where I live. He's got some competition here selling firewood. His neighbor sells firewood. I passed a couple businesses when we got here. Sorry, turn that down.
Yeah, but I got
guys
down the road that way too.
Okay, I didn't come from that direction. And then there's some businesses that sell rock and stuff that also sell firewood. So you guys have got some competition around here.
There's a lot of people that buy firewood around here.
Yeah, there's a couple additions that I passed that I thought, man, if I lived close, I'd be putting some door knockers at those places because they've had nice big houses. They probably have got those solo stoves out back. You know, those are the guys. Those are the customers you want. So
solo stoves.
Yeah, the solo or Brio stove. I've been looking into those quite a bit lately. I think I'm going to try that market.
I think if you do solo stoves, I think the best way to cut solo stove is with a table saw or a chop saw. Because splitter is too slow for the small pieces. It's so hard to hold it.
Right.
I think it was outdoors with the Morgans. He cut his stringers for his sawmill wood into solo stove wood with a chop saw, and he made a bundle of them in like 2 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Compared to cycling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The splitter.
The Flat Creek Outdoors. If you guys watch him at all, he made some the other day. It was just barbecue wood, but it was just small chunks. He was taking his 16-inch pieces and cutting them with just a miter saw, just chunks, and they looked really nice. If I was a barbecue guy, it would have been something I'd been interested in.
So, what do you guys want us to talk about? What do you want to hear?
Yeah, let's hear some comments.
Because we've never done a live before, so we're kind of socially awkward.
You might be. Hey, Bill. Bill's here. This is awesome. We didn't think anybody'd be joining us, but
14 people already.
Thanks, guys.
That's like 13 more than I expected.
Yeah.
And I was the one.
Yeah, right. So let's talk about. Let's reflect a little bit on 2022. What were your goals for 2022 as far as selling firewood, and what did you sell? I don't want dollar figures, just volume, if you know.
Our volume for 2022.
It surpassed what we had planned.
130 face quarts.
130
for 2022.
2022.
Yes, 130.
Is that what you thought you were going to sell?
No. Well, we had no idea when we started. We started in 22.
We set a goal.
That's not what your sticker says.
Well, that's when we
I'm going to show you this.
We set a goal.
That established 2021. So the sticker says.
Well, we started like cutting in 21 and stuff, but like we didn't actually start selling until like.
Okay, I got you.
We started November of 2021 is when we started cutting and selling out our moms.
But yeah, so 22 was our main. It's like 130. I think after we sold the spring, then we kind of sold out, and it was the break between spring and fall. I told Quentin I wanted to sell 100 for the fall, and when I said 100. We had a brute 12-second cycle time.
Okay.
And I set that goal with the brute, not knowing what would transpire from there and where we were going to get enough wood. I was like, I want to do 100.
Right.
And did 100, but
plus 30% more than that.
But I couldn't imagine doing that with the brute.
Oh.
If there's no way.
Well, you could have. I mean, there are guys that do it by themselves. You know, you guys, there's two of you guys.
Yeah, we don't work very much.
Yeah. You got full-time jobs.
Yeah. So what was your goals for 22 and what did you do?
So I would have liked to have sold 20 cords, full cords. I don't think I got there. I didn't keep that great of records, actually. I know I sold, and a lot of people are interested in this, but I sold 1,739 bundles.
So out of your 20 cords, is that included in your bundles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And somebody did the math on that. If they were 1 cubic foot bundles, they were, so what's that? Like 10 cords or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Hey, thanks for joining Living the Dream. We're looking for
Rick.
you.
How you doing, man? So anyway, and then I've sold some out of the roadside stand. Of course, that's been empty for months now. I've got a list at this point. Guys been calling wanting wood, so I've started the list. And by the time I have dry wood, it's all going to be gone again. So
Yeah.
I just don't have time, man.
That's the biggest time and weather. Your time never cooperates with the weather.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's the biggest problem. But that's even more of the reason why we have to have good equipment, because the time we do have, I can't be
It's precious.
messing around.
Yeah.
I need to be making wood.
Yeah. If you're going to sell it and do this as a side hustle or full-time gig or whatever, yeah, you got to make use of your time.
Fun.
Yeah, well, you make some side hustle money.
For fun.
Yeah, right.
Funsies.
Not really. They are side hustle money. Just buys new stuff.
Well, yeah, right. Hanging on the wall. Any new saw purchases coming up that we need to look forward to?
I'm trying to convince Quentin he needs one more saw, because we've been cutting the last few weekends and we just burn the 70s all day.
Yeah.
And I think he needs a second one so we can kind of alternate.
Okay.
So I have one in mind I think he should get, but he's stuck on another saw. And I think
Oh, what are they? Let's talk about them. What ones? What one do you think you should have?
I think he should personally, and I also really want this saw, but I think it'd be a really good saw. It's not me telling him he should buy it for my own purposes.
Right.
I think he should get a 400. Steel
Okay.
400.
Yeah, I like that idea.
It's nice and lightweight, so when you done with the 572, pick that up, but it still pull a 25-inch bar
Oh, yeah.
shred.
Absolutely. What do you think?
I want my next saw to be a climbing saw. I want to learn how to climb.
That wasn't what I was expecting the answer. But yes.
Really?
saw.
I've always wanted to learn how to climb and do that. I thought it was really cool.
It is cool. Super dangerous.
Yeah, but I live on the edge.
Yeah, man.
Rick, we've already got a 462, so we need a 400 so we can compare. We don't buy any two of the same thing.
Except our 70s.
Yeah, well, we didn't
Hey,
know that
Steve,
one.
how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here. Thank you.
TCs.
TC.
So yeah, he wants a climbing saw, but when I suggested the MS400 to him, he said, I want a 500 instead.
Oh, well.
And I was like, well, that's good too.
After running yours, I just really like the push button on it and the way it feels in your hand. I did like that saw a lot.
Yeah, they're the 400 and the 500 are both great.
So
a climbing saw. I mean, how many cc's would that be?
really 30,
Yeah.
35.
Are they like a top handle?
Mhm.
Oh, so you wouldn't have much use for that in the wood yard.
No,
Yeah.
it's just something that
But if
I
that's
wanna
what you want to do,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like he's got several trees out here he wants down, and if I can learn how to climb and
They
drop
don't need climbed. We use the Bobcat felling wedge.
if
but
I
if you
get
can
this.
climb it, why not? Right?
No, I'm pushing them down.
Yeah, I wouldn't climb it either.
Stay out of the tree, bud.
You
I don't want
guys,
you to get hurt.
no kidding.
And I don't want my barn to get hurt either.
your barn would be
So-
probably more likely to get hurt with the Bobcat felling wedge.
Do you guys watch Guilty of Treason?
Only
Did you?
sometimes, but their videos are insane.
Did you see his buddy that got killed?
Yes.
Jed. Yeah, that's too bad. I don't want to harp on that, but man, I think Woodruff Woods and I were chatting about it a little bit on one of his channels or one of his videos, and you don't know the guy. I mean, we don't really know all of our viewers and other YouTubers, but man, you feel like we get to know
Watch
him.
them enough.
Yeah, and interact with him. It's sad, man. You feel like you know the guy. So
Yeah.
just be careful, man. If you're going to learn how to climb, learn from the right person. And, you know,
It's definitely an art.
it is an art. It kind of makes me scared just thinking about it. So let's change the subject. I don't want to start crying.
Yeah.
So what else is on the agenda? TC, he's on here. I saw he was daydreaming today about some blue and orange. He went over to Brad's and ran the Axis. Boy, he was focused too. We watched him on that. Boy, he loved it. He loved it. He's doing some bundle business, and he teased about something today on his video about doing something different. He's gonna, I don't know, some other kind of market he's gonna try to tap into.
Interesting.
Are you guys thinking about doing bundles ever, or are you thinking about doing anything besides bulk firewood?
You can go first, and I'll go.
I don't know. I haven't really thought much about it. He may have, but
I think whatever. Think too much. I don't really have a market like you did for bulk firewood.
I
And
mean bundle firewood?
yes, bundle firewood. I don't like have accounts like you, and I can't say I want to deal with like all these accounts. Like I know you get stressed out when they're like, "Hey, I need to have all this wood." And
Yeah, you bet.
I don't really want to deal with that. And we tried making some bundles one time and just selling them on Marketplace. They didn't sell.
they flopped.
Oh.
It flopped, and it took so much time, extra time to make it. And I know we'd make more money, but like in my calculations, the money was the same as if I was selling bulk bundle and taking more time, whereas if I was less in
Yeah.
bulk.
Yeah.
But if you have the market and you can sell a crap ton of bundles, that's the way you need to go. And if you can't sell bulk firewood, you know what I mean? Or you don't want to, whatever the reason is.
It's certainly more time consuming, and you have a little more material in it,
Mhm.
a little more advertising maybe if you put it on Facebook or wherever you go. So yeah, there's definitely more time, definitely more material in it. You can get more per cord, but it's just whatever you want to do, I guess.
Yeah, this is still just for fun for us, just
Yeah.
like you. And we just want to have fun and do enjoyable things.
Yeah, just be outside and run the saw. And,
Yep.
you know,
He's
what else we got going on here?
this guy's got his not titty.
Hey, you bought one. Actually, they sent me an email and said that somebody bought one. I accused my mom of it. I was like, "Mom, did you buy one of those?" But Bill, you ordered one. That's great.
Is this a not titty?
Wait a minute.
It's not even. It's a dehong.
Wait a second. That looks like a natitty.
I got this from Chris for Christmas from my mom, and she said she got me a chainsaw, and I'm like, I've been saying for Christmas I made the joke to everybody. You know how on Christmas Story, he said I want a Red Ryder BB gun.
Uh-huh.
So somebody had asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'd say I want a Steel MS-261C, 18-inch bar. And nobody ever got me one, but they got me this.
Dude, this is almost the exact same thing. It's a 21 volt, same thing. This is a little different. I mean, they all look the same, right? They all do the same thing. Yeah, man.
She said I could take it with me when I go off-roading, and I was like, anything this is going to cut, I'm going to drive over. So
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to doing some pruning with mine.
yeah, that
I've
would
got
work
some
good.
evergreen trees to prune and
Climbing saw, son. Merry Christmas.
your first climbing saw.
It's not a not titty, but dehong.
Yeah.
It doesn't cut worth a dang because we tried to cut one of those pieces down. It's been a couple of weeks ago now.
Well, it's not meant to cut that. That's
No, I
big.
just wanted to see how it would cut,
Oh,
and it took
okay.
forever.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
Hey, TC Outdoors, where are you from at? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Where are you from at?
Where are you from?
I don't even know how to expand
He
on that
says-
to make it sound dumber.
There is a ton of guys around me selling, but not that many doing the bundle thing. TC's.
What do you say?
There's tons of guys around me selling, but not many doing the bundle thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, jump in there, man.
Western New York, that's a really nice country up there.
Yeah,
Like a lot of dairy farms and rolling hills.
yeah, man. I
At
think
least
he's
where I
got,
live there.
if I remember right, he's got some property, or his in-laws have some property that are butted up right next to him. So he's probably got a really nice place. He's got all kinds of farm critters and stuff on his. Do you watch TC?
I don't think I have.
Well, they're going to start.
We're
Tony.
going to start.
They're going to start.
Steve Preston says, same here. I tried selling bundles on Marketplace. Took me 4 months to sell 40 to 45. I sold the rest of my firewood by the face cord so much faster, so bundles are out for me.
Bummer.
I'm kind of with that too. If you have the account like you do where you just put them all in a bin and people come and get them at the campgrounds.
I tell you though. So I don't know if I said this on the video or just told some guys about it. I think I lost that account. And I'm not too heartbroken about it, actually. We had sold from July to September. We sold them a ton. They called me just out of the blue and they said, hey, we need 1,000 bundles. So I was like, I can't get you 1,000 bundles. And then I ended up selling like 1,400 of them in between July and September. We went away for Labor Day weekend, and I contacted the guy and I said, hey, we're going to be gone. I brought you 200 bundles, yesterday or whatever day it was. Do you think you're going to be okay while we're gone? He's like, yeah, I think we'll be fine. Just get in touch when we get back. So we left. I got in touch with him when we got back, and he said, sorry, we had to buy from somebody else while you were gone because we ran out. I said, okay, no problem. Sorry, we were gone. Sorry, I dropped the ball. He's like, it's okay. I'll just contact you next week when we need more. Fine. Crickets. Haven't heard anything. I've contacted them 2 or 3 times and nothing. So that somebody else slid in there, I think, and has got that account. But like I said, I'm not too heartbroken over it because I was burning my candle at both ends, working full time, coming home, it was stressful. It was good money, but I'm not sure it was worth it. So I'm going to focus on some other things this year. If they call me back, I'll probably sell them a few. I don't know that I want to sell, 1,400 in, 2.5 months, but I don't know. We'll see.
There's one guy at a campground that we delivered to. He's just a campsite. He bought 2 cords from us this year.
Wow.
I was like, you bought more wood than some people heat their house with.
So
2 cords.
So was he's then selling it?
No, he burns it all himself. We stack it up at his site, and he has
Oh
the time.
Oh my!
That's
gosh.
one site.
Oh, that dude, you got to get in there. That's where he needs to start passing the cart around.
Well, see, I guess it should be me. Basically got told to leave and not come back because we tried driving around and selling because he said, hey, the Colgan man does this. You guys should drive around because we brought more wood than what we heated
Right.
with that intention. So we started driving around, and the lady that runs campground or owns it, I don't know, chased us down on the golf cart and
Said we need to leave, and she'll follow us out.
basically got pretty crummy with me and said that we can't be doing this here and this isn't a part of the deal and we need to get out of here.
And we were like, well, the guy said the Culligan guy drove around selling water. I didn't think it was a big deal. She's like, well, that's water. It's a commodity, but okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave. Talk to you later.
I might you're not asking my opinion, but I might reapproach her this year and be like, hey, can I sell some firewood at your place?
Well, see, I tried that.
No,
When
you
I
didn't.
went in and asked or told them that I was coming to deliver to the site, I'd asked the lady, and she had said they have a certain person that does it, and they broke their femur or something like that, and we're going to be out forever. And I was like, okay, well, let us know. We have plenty of wood, and we can help you guys out at least in that time. She goes, no, I think we'll get it taken care of. Like, had no interest in it at all.
Oh,
So
TC's,
okay.
he started burning the opening day, I think was March or April when the campground opened. We delivered him 2 face cords then, and he didn't stop until like October when they closed.
mhm.
It was he keeps the fire going, and then he gives wood to all his neighbors too because he's a swell guy.
He's also retired, though, so he just stays there pretty much full time. And
just sits by the fire.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's going to be me someday. Timber Visions, he's here. Hey, Allison's on here, my wife.
Really?
Yeah. Hi, Allison. Let's see.
It's you already.
I'm not sure what that means. I think I'm going to. Tim says, I think I'm going to do most of the bundles this year or this next year. Balk was too time consuming on deliveries, loading, and unloading. Tim, I kind of feel the same way. When I did our first few deliveries of bulk wood, they were kind of a long way away, maybe 20 minutes or half an hour. And I thought, this is 20 minutes or a half an hour that I could have been at home splitting wood, and now I got to be in the, vehicle traveling to the place, unloading it, driving home. I could have split another cord in that time. So I agree with you. I think it is a little bit time consuming. I suppose we're gonna have to deliver the bundles too, but
Hey, you want to? This is partially a joke, but partially real. 2 words to solve your time problems. Delivering wood: dump trailer.
well, yeah, I've got one right now. So
No, sometimes you have to stack it. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be time consuming.
yeah, I'm not stacking. I don't do that. That is way too time consuming.
Your
People do it, and they're gonna pay me enough to do it. No, sorry, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm not your guy. I'll refer them to you guys if they want it stacked.
they pay enough and do anything for money.
Your wife said exactly, just dump it.
Yeah, right.
She's smart.
Yeah, she knows what's
Why
up.
don't you take some more advice from her?
Yes, Tim. Plus, you get more money per bundle, more money per cord. Yeah. Less like Ohio Woodburner. He sells small volumes for more money, so you sell less, make more. And that's pretty good economics. Hey, can you hand me my drink over there? Thanks.
Okay, I got some questions for you
Thanks,
guys.
man. All right, perfect.
Okay, what's your guys' favorite wood to work with? Like somebody's dumping you a load of logs off.
You're like, yes.
What are you taking?
Can we go the opposite direction?
No, I'll ask the opposite question
Oh.
when I'm ready. Okay.
No,
I got that one too.
all right.
I got that one too.
He's the only one who wrote down questions. So.
I guess I'm more excited if I got a load of locust.
Locust?
Yeah, because they don't get it very often. I love to split it. It burns great. It dries pretty fast, I think. I if I were to look out the window and see a load of locusts, I'd be pretty stoked. But there's other ones too.
Living the Dream says ash. Outdoors of Shibe says red oak. Timber Vision says ash is cash. Quinn, your opinion?
See, that's all good answers. You say ash.
I was going to say that.
Only because we're in the time frame that we are now because it's so dry and ready to burn. Is that your only reason?
No, I love the way it pops apart. All
Okay,
the ash that we get, it just perfect pieces, not stringy, not hard to deal with. And it's ready to go 99% of the time as soon as you split it.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say ash too, but I will say the walnut logs we've been doing, they cut so nice, they split so
Don't
nice.
they split awesome?
Oh my god, they're
I know.
awesome. But they do take time to dry, unlike the ash,
Yeah.
and they don't burn as good as some of the other woods. But I've never had anybody complain about ash. People request ash.
Yeah. Except
like some people are like, "Oh, I don't want ash; it's junk. I want oak."
Yeah, right. And then you take them a load of ash, and they're like, "Oh, this is great."
Outdoors in the 608 says he loves some cherry. I like cherry too, but
Jeremiah, how you doing?
the last time I messed with cherry, it is so stringy, wavy grain. It takes so long to split.
Sometimes, yeah,
Yeah.
it just depends on the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the cherry that we've gotten is tree line cherry that's
Oh,
never
gosh.
been maintained.
Yeah, no, don't throw it away.
I'll give you a couple. Send you out with
Yeah, don't
the
don't you-
nastiest piece.
Don't you dare. Yeah.
Like you cut them up with a chainsaw. Don't even use your splitter. Your splitter you can. I don't want to mess with
You got
mine.
some nasties in.
Yeah, some real nasties.
It wasn't the funnest.
Yeah, you're right, Jeremiah. Red Oak does split awesome.
Douglas fir.
Andrew at East made
Heard that's
put a video out, I don't know, a year or so ago, and he said if you want to make a processor look good, put some red oak on it because it splits so nice. You know, every time just pops right apart. Looks good.
Black birch is my second.
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
even have black birch here?
I don't think so.
I don't
And
think
the
so.
guys in Pennsylvania talk about that quite a bit. Yeah, I'd like to split some of that. They say it smells great.
That's what I like, splitting the cherry just for the smell.
Okay.
We stand there at the end of the tote and we're just both
Did you, when you came in, did you smell any of my cherry?
No, but I've got this.
It's been windy out, and I'll come outside, and it just smells so nice. I got all the cherry totes sitting everywhere.
Yeah.
It's nice. Okay, least.
So you hate to split it, but you love the
I
smell.
love the smell. Yeah. Least favorite wood.
And
Don't tell me it's bad because like it's crappy burning. It's just like your least favorite to cut and split.
right, cottonwood.
Cottonwood.
Because not only is it bad to burn, but it's horrible to split, man. It's so stringy. And a close second would be elm. But elm burns really nice, but man,
stringy.
so stringy, so hard to split.
Yeah.
I had done some elm earlier this year, and some guys said, wait till it freezes.
Everybody agrees. Elm.
Gum.
Gum.
Oh, gum. Yeah, gum's horrible. Sycamore, I guess, is really bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
that's
sycamore
what
is
I
the
was gonna
worst.
say.
Yeah.
Sycamore is the nastiest wood we've ever split.
Quentin brought some big sycamore logs home one time, and we cut them up. We started splitting them, and we threw them all away.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
The big excavator video that we have that I was loading out, I ended up taking most of those to sawmill.
Really?
They're junk.
Didn't even want to mess with. We split a couple of those limbs that were probably 18 inches around.
Just horrible. Yeah.
Horrible.
I've never split any sycamore, but I've heard it's
like
bad.
it's
nasty.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
twisted
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
And it comes out stringy, and it's
They're
not
beautiful
good.
trees,
Right.
but they just
Shive's least favorite is swamp willow, and
Ooh.
Timber Visions is bur oak, is stringy. How hard is it? 608 says, how hard to split even with an estimate? Yeah, it's just too
Very.
stringy. And like, I remember when we first started splitting with the Brute, we split some, what was it? We got mulberry, and what was the other one?
Hedge.
No, it wasn't hedge, it's the green. It's common. The green, it's like green
It's
outside.
it's either locust or mulberry or
Hackleberry.
hackberry. It's
Hackberry.
bumpy on the back. on
Yeah,
the
it
side.
was so stringy, and then we had to like full stroke every time down, and it took forever because we
I
were
got
used
some
to.
really nice hackberry the other day.
It was not good.
But I suppose any species, even those cherry ones you were talking about, it just depends on the tree. I suppose if it's kind of twisted and
Yes.
not grown straight,
How
it'd
it's
be
grown.
Well, see, that's most of our wood because a lot of our wood comes from like my Boston stuff. So we get lots that never been taken care of, or tree lines, or whatever else have you, and it's just most of it's not good wood. Like the tree farm that we ran across, that was perfect, and that's why we like that walnut because it was
Maintained
maintained
a bit.
for a while, and
At
then
least it's
somebody
straight.
let it go.
Yeah.
But that stuff was awesome, or still is. But then you get into some of the other stuff that we got, and we're like, man, screw this. We want to go back to ash or walnut or something.
right.
Okay, you got anything you want to ask, or do I go to the next one?
Just go ahead and do yours, and then we'll.
Or does anybody else have a question they want to put out?
Yeah, give
do
us some
the
questions.
QQQ thing if you want to be part of the questions. Sweet gum has a mind of its own. Yeah, I think I've only had gum maybe one time, and like you, just stop, just throw it away. I don't, Shive, I don't know if I've ever split any willow. I kind of think I have. It's real. It burns like paper, if I remember right.
Okay, living the dream says 500i. What does that mean? What do you want to know? It's a pretty broad topic.
He just loves it.
He loves this 500.
He loves it so much. He just puts it on there occasionally. He just wants us to know. No, Rick was the guy who sent me the light bar for my 400. I couldn't find a light bar, and was crying blues on.
You got a steel plug now.
Yeah, so now he.
There's a good question for you.
Uh-oh.
I got the questions.
All right, you got it. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Sean's got one too.
We'll start with the first question from 608. How many people so far are coming in May? Mike, you know this.
Oh boy. We'll talk about this here in a little bit, but
This is a separate segment.
maybe. So as far as YouTubers go, if you're included, 608, I think I've got a dozen YouTubers that have said they're coming. And I think I've got four others that are pending some things on their calendar. So they're going to try and make it. So there might be 15 or 20 YouTubers there, which I think would be great. As far as other people go, who knows? I've had some guys reach out to me that have had other log splitters, that have had skid steers, dump trailers. So I think it's going to be a really good turnout. I don't know how many people are coming in. We're still, February. We're still 2.5 months away anyway. So I don't know.
I'll tell you who is not coming. You're going to be disappointed.
Who?
Ricky.
Oh,
He's got
too
a family
bad.
trip planned that weekend. He asked me if I want to go. I said nope.
Bummer. Well, these guys are coming. I'm coming. Andy, outside with Andy.
Outdoors with Andy.
Outdoors with Andy. Yeah, sorry. He's coming. Those are the three that I know that I'm going to plug that are coming. Actually, Tony said he's coming. He and
Yes.
Chris are coming, so I can put their names out
In
there.
the wood yard. Big time guy here.
Yeah, in the wood yard. He's coming. And then there are some other guys I don't want to throw under the bus. If you're in the chat and you want to say that you're coming, that's fine. I'm not going to throw your name out there, though, until you tell me you're absolutely coming.
Okay.
So I hope that answers your question well enough. Go to the next one.
Live in the Dream says, have you guys ever read the directions on your chaps? No, I
No.
put them on, and I hope they save my legs.
Yes.
So maybe there's more to that. Let us know if
Yeah,
there's
you
more
can
to that.
elaborate on that if you'd like. I'm not going to read the directions.
Quentin, I wonder if he's serious. Is he messing with us?
I don't know.
Quentin wants to answer this one. Kevin says, possible debate: split directly into an IBC tote or split into a conveyor, into a trailer, and stack later. I'm a hard line right here.
I am too.
Actually,
It's not even close.
Straight into the tote
Not even
all
close.
day.
okay. Yes, but into a conveyor, into a trailer to stack later is actually pretty nice. It's better than splitting it on the ground and picking it up.
Yeah, that's not.
No, that never again.
Well, see, the way we're set up, we can move the tote right to the backside. We hurry up, knock the tote out, move it out, move another one in, and we just keep rolling.
Yeah, and you never have to touch it again. Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
The tote is, like, me and Quentin honestly debated. We said we needed 200 more totes. And we were like, well, we could either buy a conveyor or we could pay $10 a tote for somebody. Maybe it's cheaper to just buy more totes than buy a conveyor. Like, if that's where you're at.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100% the totes.
Yeah.
Indiana Doug is 100% coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, he was one of the original in my list. Hi, Indiana Doug.
Okay, so next question.
So, Indiana Doug's, I'm going to put you on the spot here a minute, Doug. You are going to bring at least a few axes because we're going to do some of his Let's Split This challenge. If you haven't been to his channel and seen that, that's a thing where Firewood guys kind of give back some of their time to men's mental health. So I think that's kind of cool. So go watch his channel and pick up on that. And he's a chainsaw junkie, man. So I'm sure he's going to bring over some cool tools. I'm sure a couple anyway. So see you there, Doug.
Okay, Shibe says, how's Hickory on the 1222? Just picks him up. I don't think I've ever split Hickory with the 1222.
Yeah, we have. We've got that half to it at the house, at my house.
That's wide open.
No, we have Hickory there too.
Oh, yeah, we do have some Hickory. I think with the 4-way or the 6-way, it's good. With the box wedge, it's just a stringy mess.
So, Shibe, did you pick some up? Is that what he said?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he'll have to tell us what it's like.
Yeah,
on
let us
1222.
Okay, the next one is your.
Hey, have you rubbed any of the paint off of that yet? I'm just curious. I haven't. I don't know.
The next one is your wife. What is something you want in your wood yard and you still don't have? Which this was actually one of my questions too.
What did you say about my wife?
What is something you want in your wood yard and you still don't have?
No, well, that's true, but I can't say that. Man, I don't know, sweetheart. We'll talk about it later.
She's trying to get him in trouble.
I'll give you a list of things that I need out there. I want a new 462. I want a new 661. I'd like to have a root rake grapple. I'd like to have a rock bucket. I'd like to have a mini excavator. I'd like to have a skid steer. I'd like to have a 24D. I'd like to have a conveyor. I mean, all those things.
Maybe a briefcase with $1 million.
For briefcase with $1 million, just go out there and be like, "What's this briefcase doing out here?"
Quinn, what do you want in your wood yard? Still don't have.
A mini
excavator.
Yeah,
I'd love to have one just to pick and sling and
isn't that
stack
awesome?
wood.
Yeah.
Indiana Doug says, I have a question. How did low-ranked IU beat Purdue? Craziness. I also cried a little bit. Well, Indiana Doug, I can help you on this topic. I don't know if you're a Purdue fan, but if you are, I'm sorry. Purdue's a fraud. Their basketball program's a fraud. I don't care. I hope they're a fraud. Every year they're highly ranked and they get bounced in the tournament. They're frauds. Coach needs to go. And I don't even like Purdue. I like to see them lose because they're so fraudulent.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a Purdue grad, and I don't like Purdue sports. I'm an IU fan. I have been since I was a little kid. So I was kind of happy to see IU beat them, actually. But probably gonna get some hate mail for
They're
that.
fraud. I don't care.
Yeah. They'll make it to the tournament and they'll get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah. So. Outdoors in 608 says he booked his hotel this morning. Your wife says that she's sad that she won't be there in May. Yeah, I'm going.
Indiana Doug fired back at you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, let me finish going. Your wife says Kimmy's coming. Living the Dream says on the chaps, you must wash before you ever use, and every week after being used. Anybody ever do this?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I actually did do that, actually. Yeah.
I consider a rain wash, yeah.
Yeah. Mine have been washed in oil and gas.
Yeah, no, I think you say directions, I kind of thought there was like a fold out, I think there was a tag on the chaps when I got them.
You have steel chaps though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by Husqvarna, you don't have to do it.
Whatever.
They don't come with directions.
But yes, Allison,
I don't know.
Kim is coming, my oldest daughter. She's going to be there. So she doesn't come out and do many videos, but she's kind of excited to do the thing in May, so I'm excited for that. She'll be running the camera and hanging out with me. And
Welcome,
it'll be fun.
Firewood at Home. Firewood at Home is on.
Yeah, that's Bill Hanna. Yeah, hey Bill.
Okay, so let's see what
We
else
miss any
we got.
questions? Todd.
Your wife says
Oh.
you need a barn.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Get
for
your
sure.
crap out of her garage.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Todd's on here. What's up, Todd?
TC Outdoors wants a CS 7310 ported and piped by Charles Briscoe. Nice.
Oh yeah. Was that, what do you say, 72?
7310.
Yeah, those things are.
I saw
Yeah,
those.
you need to talk to Doug or Charles, either one. Charles actually told me if I could find one of those, he would do that, and that's
If you can find one, I'll tell you where there's one at. At the shop.
really
I saw one the other day when I was down there.
sweet.
Yes. I don't know the price on it, though. I can't find the price.
Yeah, okay.
Well, does anybody know how much a 7310 is?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
What else we got?
Anyways.
You want to fire away with one of your questions?
let's
Aaron
see.
Milburn. Hey guys.
Aaron Milburn's coming in May
That's
too.
my wife.
And you know what he's bringing?
Uh-oh.
881.
Who's Aaron Milburn?
Okay, Aaron Milburn. I bought the 562 off Aaron Milburn.
Okay.
And then he started following the channel shortly after.
Sweet.
And he didn't even know I had a YouTube channel. He just found me.
Okay.
He's like, hey, I sold you the chainsaw.
Uh-huh.
And he won. What did he win? He won the perfect stick.
Oh, sweet.
But he had an Easton made 916. Like he got it a long time ago, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And what's he have now?
He sold it and got an Axis.
Oh, he has it. Well, bring it.
I don't think it's
Two of
come
them.
in yet. He just.
Oh, okay. Oh, bummer.
But
Well, if it comes and you want to bring it, bring it.
yeah.
That
Um,
881
but
can come
for
over
sure-
to our booth though.
For sure, bring the 881, man.
Oh, he had a 511, not 916.
Either way, that'd be kind of cool. I actually never seen a 511. What if?
Yeah.
You'll love the Axis.
He splits like when I was over there. He showed me some of the big wood. He splits nasty wood, so the Axis will slice and dice for
Yeah,
him.
you'll love it.
Todd's outside again is on now.
Yep. 7310s are $850.
I got a good question
Oh,
for you,
he's
Mike.
not sure what this is now. What's up?
Hey, thanks
Oh.
for joining, Steve.
Yeah, see you, Steve.
What are your plans for the 2023 season? Plans, goals, however you want to label it.
Yeah, I don't know. For sure going to sell more bulk firewood only because I've been sorting that out now. I'm still going to sell bundles. I'm going to try to go towards some of the solo stove market, but not so much like the real precise pieces. Some of these solo stoves are pretty big and they'll hold, 16-inch pieces of wood, but they kind of stick out the top. So I've been cutting some chunk pieces that are pretty big. I'm telling people between baseball size and football size pieces. And I'm gonna try to market some of those to some of the higher end places, people that got some expendable income that want to just burn it for fun. Yeah. What else was I going to do? Pizza oven. I guess pizza ovens are pretty popular, but every pizza oven is a little bit different. Like I've seen some that have just a little like a compartment in the back that just puts almost like little toothpicks in that burn. And the other ones, you start a fire in the center and then you push that fire out of the way and then put your pizza in. So I want to try to go for that, but that's going to be real custom pieces. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm having fun doing it. I like the precision and the grading and the.
You are a big grader.
Yeah, I like that part of it. So we'll see where it goes.
Shibe says he has run the access. He thinks the big suckers would wear you out pretty quick. Shibe, I would somewhat agree. The big pieces, like you can have them up, I guess, and make it more manageable, but it is a lot of handling wood.
It is.
But at the same time, I would say if I have like a 40-inch round, I would much rather use the axis than my 4-way on that and keep moving it back. And you could say, well, you could run the box wedge. Well, not if it's stringy and knotty and nasty. The box wedge ain't pushing a 30-inch nasty round.
Yeah. The benefit with the axis is you have that great big table up there, and if you've got a big 40 inches, is pushing it. But if it was 30 inches, you could hack it in half, shove half of it out of the way, and then work on the other half, and then bring the other half over. And you're not bending over, you're not wrestling it, it's not falling on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you one thing, we mentioned it. One thing I don't have that I'd actually really like to get that's reasonable for me to get is I want a skid steer splitter, not a Halverson. I want
Oh yeah.
just
Uh-huh.
just to have it up, like have our huge pieces up or quarter them, you know what I mean, before we actually pick them up and get them on there. I'd really like to get one of those.
Why not just noodle it?
Because I'd rather sit in the AC. And
Yeah.
It
Do you guys have a skid steer? Oh, your dad's got one,
yeah,
right?
tons of people we know have skid steers. If we could borrow one for the weekend.
He
I've
can run a decent sized one off of his tractor.
I've wondered if they would work on a tractor.
We'll try it, but if not, then we'll borrow my parents or
You
his
gotta put
dad.
that on it. If you get one or borrow one of those splitters, put it on your tractor and do a video on that because that'd be kind of cool. Because I don't see anybody doing it on a compact tractor.
Eastman did. He used this Kubota.
Well,
But
forget
it's
it.
a big Kubota, so I don't know if smaller
Yeah.
one would run it. I guess we'll find out. I know if you run it off the rear remotes, if you run lines around and run it off your rear remotes, it will 100% work. But on your third function, I don't know if it'll provide enough pressure.
That's what I'm curious about. So we'll see that.
But
That'd be
yeah,
kinda
I would
cool.
like to just like cut the big pieces up, grab them, and then carry them over to the splitter or wherever we're doing it, and then split them right
Yep.
there.
That'd
what
be
I'd
handy.
like. I agree with the noodling. I was like, well, do I spend the money to get the skid steer splitter? Or do I just suck it up and noodle it with the 92?
That's kind of like your argument between conveyor and more
Yeah.
totes. Speaking of that, so I had a guy ask the other day. One of the guys actually was talking about coming to the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria. He wanted to know where I got all my IBC totes. I said, well, I'm not going to tell you. But I was telling him, I said, man, I see them everywhere.
And we'll
And
give them away. They're all stingy about them.
and it's kind of like, and I told him this in email, like some of you guys are deer hunters and you'll be driving down the road and you'll see a deer, 450 yards off, along the tree line that no one else sees, but you'll pick it out, I've kind of got my eye trained for IBC totes that way.
Did you
We'll be
see
driving down the road and I'll be like, oh, he's got 4 or 5,
when you came down 26th day? Did you see him sitting on the back of the barn before?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's like 8 of them.
Yep.
I've thought about stopping and asking that guy, like, hey, you want to get rid of those things?
Yeah, he's close to me. He's closer to me than he is you. You stay away from him.
I've got a new plug. I've got
All right.
somebody.
All
He
right.
just scored
50 to 100. No, actually 75 to 100.
Well, you just got, is
Nope.
that of the 60?
Nope.
Oh,
Another
Lord.
And it's even
Nice.
closer.
Nice.
Next Saturday.
and
Sweet.
he guarantees more come springtime.
Yep. Once they get their spring one done.
Nice. Well, remember me if you run out of room. Okay.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got
we've got
like
lots
5
of-
acres to play with.
We've
so-
got lots of containers for you.
Oh, yeah, right.
You
Yeah.
can take some of those.
Well,
up
okay,
there.
let's. What are you gonna do with the containers? The bladders, the inside of the.
Undecided
obviously-
at this point.
Oh, I've got. Well, you got the idea.
We've got an
Here's
idea
the plan,
of this.
Mike.
Yeah.
Small totes are $50 Ranger on me. Yes, they're all over marketplace for
Oh,
$50
yeah, yeah.
if you actually buy them. However, buying 100 of them is not very practical. So we're looking for free ones. But so our plan to get rid of them, Mike. This is the plan. I've schemed this up. Last weekend we were driving back with all these totes, and I'm like, how are we going to get rid of all these bladders? So the idea, I don't know if this will work. I'm going to cut the top of them off, and then we're going to grade a mini excavator, shove them all together, and shove like 8 of them in a stack, and then put the 8 in the stack, so we'll be able to fit like 40 of them in one dump trailer, take them to the dump. It's $57 a ton. I did the math on it. 40 of them per trailer should be like 2,400 pounds, so we should have to pay like $70 per trailer to get rid of 40 or 80 something totes.
It won't happen.
Why?
And I don't think you'll fit them into each other because they're all the exact same size.
Have you seen how big the excavator is he uses?
Well,
I can make
I
it
don't-
off in one.
okay, they'll fit. They won't be as uniform as what you're picturing.
No, they're not. It's going to be
Yeah,
a cluster.
it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an okay
And
idea.
we got some other ones that are really old and the plastic's really brittle.
Oh yeah.
So we
They'll
think we
break.
might be able to just
Yeah,
Then they
those will break into
Well,
1,000 pieces.
Straight-
If I can
dumpster.
grab them with a thumb, just pick them apart and set them in one good tote and
Yeah.
ship it out that way.
Yeah, not a bad idea. There was a recycling place that we took some initially, and they just took them for free. So that was kind of cool. But
I like that too.
I haven't been back there. I'm using mine. I'm cutting mine in half now, and then attaching each half to a skid.
We're
or
going to do
pallet.
some of that.
We just talked about that the other day. We didn't know how it would work.
Yeah, it's seeming to work out all right. I'm using either a paddle bit or a hole saw, putting some holes in the bottom so the water gets away.
Good idea. Firewood at home says, I got totes at the local grain elevator. So I
Yep.
feel like around here that's a touchy topic. some people you talk to said, yeah, I just went up there and got them, but they've known the grain elevator guy for 30 years, grew up, went to school with him, and then I go up there and they won't give them to me. 'Cause they think I'm reselling them or I'm going to sue them for the chemicals. So it seems like you have to have an in everywhere you go. They won't just give them to you, unfortunately.
Todd is talking to Jeremiah a little bit about the hotel in Kokomo. So there's a group of hotels that are right kind of together in Kokomo. I'll probably put it on my next video. I'll maybe put a link to something if I can figure it out. But Days Inn, Holiday Inn Express. There's a Courtyard by Marriott. There's another one right there too. Anyway, if you look up Courtyard by Marriott or Holiday Inn Express, I'm sure you can find a room there or somewhere close. That's about 10 minutes from the campground. Hampton's right there. No, don't go to the Hampton.
That's what your wife said.
No, do not go to the Hampton. Bad area. No.
I'd say Southside Kokomo is better.
Yeah, these four that are in that kind of area I'm talking about is right beside Texas Roadhouse and Crackle Barrel, and it's all in a really good area, right on 31, easy to get to. There's a few you want to stay away from that I did not list. So
I got a question for you.
Yeah, bring it.
Because we talked about this a little bit the other day and how we were going to do everything. So we talked about taking my camper down, and then we're assuming you want us to bring in a load of logs as well.
Yes.
So if I do that, are we setting the camper up like around our station so that way we can do that, or we're off in the distance?
Well, off in the distance, I don't think it's going to be that far away, actually.
Right.
But yeah, we'll set the camper up at some place, and then I'm thinking to have all the splitters up there by where this hangar is, where they're having all the firewood. So my idea was to have at least the access and maybe another splitter putting wood into one dump trailer, have your splitter and maybe somebody else's kind of at the end of another one, throwing wood into a dump trailer, and when it gets full, just drive the dump trailer around and dump it, right? Andy is bringing his conveyor, so he can convey into one of the dump trailers. And then we could have a dump trailer or a splitter or two like in the hangar, splitting and just throwing wood right into the pile too. So I want to try to keep it all kind of in the same areas. And I don't know, I haven't got that all worked out logistically yet, but
down the road.
Yeah, it's not going to be right beside your camper.
Yeah.
I didn't figure, but like I said.
Yeah. And I do have some cool merch that we're going to give away. It's not our merch or your merch. I've reached out to some people in the Firewood community that make things that we use, and they've been super kind in sending some things to us to give away at the Who's Your Firewood Hysteria. So I'm going to have a drawing and maybe sell $5 raffle tickets or something, and put some cool little gift bags together. They're things that are definitely worth more than $5. And the campground also said that they would be okay if we did a 50-50. So I thought that'd be kind of fun. Do a 50-50. Maybe somebody can win some money. Can I talk about the why we're doing it there for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your channel, you can do whatever you want.
So
Kick us off.
Yeah, we somebody asked the other day, said it's a cool idea, but why are you doing it there? So, and why do they need all this firewood? Well, like I said, it's a 2,000 site campground, and they have the biggest Vietnam veteran memorial get together in the country. At least it used to be. I don't know if it still is, but it's advertised that way. So all these sites, all 2,000 sites are full in September for Labor Day weekend. So what they do is they make firewood all year long, or try to, and then sell firewood to all these campsites, which raises money for their facilities so they can continue to do this. When they're not having this big get together, they heat their building with firewood, and it's a place for veterans to go. We talked about earlier about let's split this. There's some men's health issues. Certainly there's some health issue or mental health issue with veterans with PTSD or whatever else they're struggling with. It's a place for them to go and get away and hang out with other guys that are like-minded. And I want that facility to continue going. The other thing that they do with it sometimes is they sell wood or give wood away to other vets that need heat, so it's not heat for vets, but it's similar. They give some of this away to some veterans that need it. So it's a good cause. It's a way for them to raise some money. It's a way for them to give back to some of their veterans. They're excited to have us. I'm excited to be there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, if nothing else. So that's why we're doing it.
I think it's gonna be a really fun time.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's just gonna be cool to meet up with everybody and see all your cool stuff and talk what works for you, what works for me. And like the first time we met you.
It's so fun to get together with like-minded people.
Yeah.
It's so hard to make adult friends.
Unless you do something similar to them.
Yeah, and I don't like doing it. I don't like meeting new adult people if they're not into what I'm doing, So and that seems kind of selfish, I guess, but I know everybody kind of feels that way. So it's nice to get with a group of people and you all know you already like each other.
I always like when I meet somebody and I was like, "You do anything fun this week?" And they're like, "Yeah, I cut firewood." I'm like,
They're
"Oh
like,
my god, what are you got?"
Right.
And then I'll start talking. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I just cut firewood. Like, I don't have to care about anything. I'm just cutting firewood to keep my house." Like, oh, okay, sounds good.
Still pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, I got a good question for you guys.
All right, bring it.
This is a good one. Best burger in Indiana.
Ooh.
Mike, best burger.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna pass for now. I gotta think.
Serious?
Yeah, you go.
Quentin.
McDonald's. Just kidding. I don't know. I kind of like Brew Burger here in town. They got some pretty good ones.
I'd probably say XXX.
Triple. I'm kind of with you. If it's a good fresh XXX.
Yeah, they're a good burger.
Mm-hmm.
I think Culver's. Culver's hard to beat.
Culver's
The Wisconsin burger. He's got to be referring to Culver's.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Who was that?
608.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Culver's is a pretty.
Off Mike's Grill with some heavy smoke seasoning.
Yeah, man.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Actually, Todd's cousin or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, Todd, but he's got a family member that's like a world-class barbecue guy that travels with his smoker and he has his own seasoning and stuff. So I bought some of it. So that's what he's talking about. It's good seasoning. What's it called? Heat something. I don't know. Todd, you can put it up in the chat. Give him a plug.
Okay, you got something, or you want me to ask you another question?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this sweatshirt off because I'm burning up.
You want to
Told
switch
you.
seats? I was just gonna add some wood too. I guess not.
That was for Shad.
Woo!
Woo!
Shag's still on here.
I don't know. Give us a woo, Shad. Son of a gun.
He commented a while ago.
I don't know. He's probably
White label and black label.
Yeah. I got both. I got the white label and the black label. I think I prefer the white label, but they're both pretty good. Here's something I did. And about knocked over the titty.
Shag gave us a woo!
All right. Here's something I
Would you-
made. Woo! Yeah, there you go. Something I made the other day, farting around in the house because I got this stupid cough and
You want to test that in the wood stove?
yeah, they'll burn. They're hot. I'm giving the guys a couple little fire starters from KNL Firewood. Here you go, boys.
I'll put some in the seat of my truck.
You
I could use the new truck.
trying to burn it?
Yeah.
Mine burn it to the ground.
Trying to cash in on an insurance check or something?
Tim
I
Stout's
could
on.
right now.
Dude, insurance pays like double what it's actually worth.
I gotta put a rear end in my truck right now.
Oh boy. Gee, I'm out on that one.
Yeah, so if anybody knows a good lead to a 14-volt full floater with 373s, Let me
in
know.
central Indiana.
yeah,
Yeah.
let me know. I need one.
You guys going to have enough wood or contributions from tree services?
Hey, they're on the phone.
Yeah, I know. I was reading there because I was on my things.
I got you.
I'm done.
Hang on, wait, Todd. Mike, did you say you took your sweatshirt off?
You're not
Did
kidding.
you? Yeah, right.
Jimbo says, "Are you going to have enough wood or contributions from tree services?" So what's the
Okay, I'm going to bring a trailer load. These guys are going to bring a trailer load.
We can bring a couple if you want. 'Cause
These
we
guys
got
are-
two
These guys are going to bring 2. King Farm and Firewood, he's going to bring 1. Andy's going to bring 1. There is a tree service close by that watches that called. He's going to try to bring 1. So,
That's the processor.
no, he's a different guy.
So you have like 6 trailers?
So we've got 6. Gosh dang it.
You need a drink.
You need a drink?
No. So we got 6 so far. So I'm hoping I don't even have to have tree services dump there, but we'll see. 6 dump trailers is quite a bit of wood.
That's good enough.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're still 2.5 months away or 2 months away, whatever it is. All right. What was the next question? I missed it.
I think that's it.
Todd was talking about the titties, and then Jimbo. Okay.
Jimbo asked about the tree service. You got that. We know about your non-titties.
Jimbo
Right.
also said he was coming.
Yes, Jimbo's coming. That's one of the guys I talked to. He's definitely coming.
Okay, new debate.
Oh boy.
New debate.
Okay.
It's not actually debate.
Oh.
Okay, if you didn't have the splitter you have now, what would you have?
Well, if he hadn't have come out with the Axis when he did, I had the 1222 on order.
So if you have to get rid of your Axis right now, what are you going to replace it with?
24D.
24D?
Yep.
Like you'd order one tomorrow.
Well,
No, I'm saying, of course, we all want a 2437D, but like,
Yeah.
what would you actually replace it with? Like for the money, whatever it is, like you would order it tomorrow if you sold the Axis today.
probably.
24D.
Probably.
Quentin?
3070.
37.
What would you have?
Probably, I don't know I don't know. The
He
price
was
is,
a big ultra guy at first.
I need a log lift. I wouldn't mind having an Ultra.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having an Axis. It's going to be probably an Axis or an Ultra because I'm not paying either one of your guys' the 37 or 24D prices. There ain't no way. No,
Okay.
I'm too cheap.
I'm gonna build a big ass shop and get the electric one and put it in.
Oh, that'd be awesome, right? Yeah. If money were no object. Yeah,
Right.
for sure. For sure. Inside, baby.
That'd be the way to do it. Just pull in with the tractor.
Because the 3070 and the 24D, they're so fast. We were talking earlier about time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just so stinking fast. Produce so much wood in such a short time.
Todd said he would order a 1222 with a shibe attached to it. Stand back and watch.
Yeah, right?
And shibe just hands you a Miller Lite every 10 minutes
Yeah,
as
yeah.
it keeps working.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I would be happy with the Ultra or an Axis. Those are both well priced. Honestly, we're talking about it. I used to think Easton-made products were really expensive. Like I thought Easton-made was like top expensive. They're not. I think they're like the best quality. They're the best splitter out there. They're not the most expensive.
Oh, no. You can find some that are super expensive.
It's super expensive and not quite as good.
Yeah.
The quality's not there.
Yeah.
The speed's not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
If TC says if the Ultra had a log lift, I would have bought that instead of the box store splitter. I really like the Ultra too, but not having the adjustable wedge. I love the adjustable wedge.
Yep.
That's something I would
In the
really
log
miss
lift.
in the log lift.
Yeah. Well, Tony hasn't experienced that yet because he's still got the box store one. But yeah, man, once you upgrade and you get some of those other features like a log lift or an adjustable wedge or something, you don't go back. You know, it's just like, nope, you can't. Yeah.
No.
I like that little. If I was going to buy a box store splitter, I'd buy the one that Nelson Ridge has on his, or OGA Outdoors. They've got the 2-way. It splits both ways.
Yes.
It's got extra
Slow
long
fire?
stroke. Yes. Yeah, I like that little guy.
Todd outside again says, how about the 916? I think that one's a good one. They say that one's a lot like the 1222. I think the 1222, I know it has an or it has the fan. That's the difference in it. And the 1222 is 2 or 3 seconds faster. I think that's really the only difference.
So before I had the 1222 on order, I had the 916 on order. And, well, not necessarily on order. I called and I was talking to Jerry with a G about it. And I was like, look, I want a 916, but I want electric start. I want auto cycle. I want this. I want that. He's like, by the time we put all those features on there, you're going to spend just as much as you would for a 1222.
Yeah,
so
like
$1,000
$1,000 cheaper.
Yeah, so it's a fine. Just order the 1222. So 916 is a good machine with less features.
Mm-hmm. 916. I would be happy. I'm happy with anything. Just give me a splitter.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Give me a splitter that doesn't break.
I will say, who did I watch? It was Woodruff Woods. His splitter, I don't know if it's faster now that he put the new engine on it, but it seems to cycle. It's like a 37-ton Tractor Supply brand. It seems to cycle pretty quick.
Yeah, he put that Predator motor on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I watched it the other day and I was like, I don't know if I've watched too many slow splitters lately, but that one seems pretty freaking good.
Yeah, and the other one that I think is pretty fast is Todd's outside again. I've commented on that. His seems to be faster than everybody, and his wedge seems to be taller than everybody's, but maybe it's just his camera angle or something.
It's all about the angles, Mike.
It is
all about the angles. On Hardworking Man, when he did the splitter shootout, whatever it was, Splitter Wars, he did the box door splitters, and they had a North Star on there. And the North Star looks pretty cool because it has a built-in four-way wedge and auto idle. It has a lot of cool features. It was really slow. Like even slower than the Champion in the county line. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, man.
It was really
You can't
slow.
spend all day just waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
I'd rather swing an axe. I've just started swinging the axe.
Yeah. Indiana Doug swears he can split faster than the Axis can with an axe, but he can't last all day.
No. I think a good axe, though, like you can, and you're good swinging the axe, you can just dissect it.
Yeah.
And it's not, if you're splitting all the way through every time because you're really good with it, it's not just banging into a rock and you just tires you out. You know what I mean? It's going to be tiring.
Hey, there's OGA Outdoors.
Run into those pieces too. They're full of moisture.
Yes,
They're really hard to split.
Ben, that is what I said. I do like that double splitter you've got. I've made comments about that. I know I have. That's kind of cool. I like that.
There was
I watched you today actually do that.
It wasn't a split fire brand, but there was a double splitter 3.1.
He's got one.
He has one. There's one on Marketplace a month ago for $500. And I was like, I know we're not going to use this, but I kind of thought about buying it just to try it out. You know?
You could have sold it for $500.
It was a DR brand.
Huh.
But it's like an hour from here, $500. I thought about it.
Yeah. So we're at an hour, guys. Do you want us to keep going, or do you want us to wrap this up? Give us a thumbs up in the comments if you want us to keep going, or a thumbs down if you want us to wrap it up.
Or a middle finger if you're tired of hearing us rant.
Yeah, there you go. You got other questions?
Todd's
Yeah.
in.
Oh my gosh, he's loaded with questions. Oh, lots of thumbs up.
608's in.
All right, okay.
765 guys is out.
He's ready to go to the house, I guess.
We're going to Triple X after this.
No, we're not.
Okay, we're not.
The Triple X is not a natty bar. It's a hamburger joint. Yeah, Guy Fieri was there. He's in Lafayette. Pretty famous.
Really,
Lafayette,
really
I guess.
good pop-in restaurant if you ever get the chance.
Yeah.
Right there on Chauncey Hill.
Yep.
All right, here's a good one for you, Mike. One thing you know now that you would have saved you a lot of time and money that you didn't know when you started.
What now?
What's one thing that you know now that would have saved you a lot of time and money when you started?
Oh my gosh. Stay in school.
Stay in school?
I don't know. Firewood related?
Yeah.
Buy the better stuff right off the bat.
Yeah, for sure. IBC totes. Like I feel like my progression to the whole IBC tote thing was really slow. I wish that would have happened faster and not stacked on the ground, but I don't know. What about you guys?
I would have liked to have bought our better saws right off the bat.
Oh yeah, good one. Absolutely.
Because we messed around with that 450 and 455 for a while, and
By a while, he means 2 weeks.
it was long enough to realize that we didn't want to do it no more.
So here's how naive I was when I first started doing this. The first saw I ever bought was just from Rural King, just a Poulon, piece of crap. It wouldn't even start hardly. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to get a good saw. And I went to the town and I bought a still. Didn't know what the number was. I didn't care. I thought a still was a still was a still was a still. Some of them had longer bars. Some of them I just thought they're all the same, right? So I bought that MS 210 35 cc, which it started every time I pulled it, and it has cut a ton of wood in our wood yard. But yeah, I wish I would have known about the different grades of saws and their different abilities. I just was a ding dong on that. I didn't know.
For Mike, that would be stay out of your local steel dealership.
Yeah, right. Yeah, these days for sure. I try not to go in there.
Yeah, what do you need though? You have everything out of the steel dealership. That's like us going to the Husqvarna dealership. I'll be like, hey, Quentin, you want to run over there, look at what they got? He's like, dude, we already have everything on their shelf.
Well, like I said, I want a 462. I want a 661. You know, if I go in there and be like, oh, I need a chain or two. Oh, I need some chain bar lube. Oh, I need some this.
Oh yeah.
You need a chain, Mike?
Oh yeah. Well,
Happy winter.
I won this on their giveaway. What, a month or two ago? Christmas time. Yeah. So, thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything for you.
Pick up my new chain for my.
It's covered in concrete.
My 025.
Half the teeth are missing, but
gently used.
it's the one we ran into a rock last week.
Yeah, right.
Outdoors in the 608 says I cut with the Husky 455 Rancher for 8 years before finding my 400C. Good call on that 400C.
Yeah. You love
It's
it too,
like-
don't you?
It's probably way lighter than the 455
Yeah.
and cuts way faster.
Yeah. He's put up some cool videos with it, some shorts. Yeah, he loves that saw. I know he does, and Todd does too.
What does your wife want more than you?
For me to not be out there as much, probably.
Well, if you have some good help in the wood yard, you don't have to be out there so much, you know?
Oh well, I'm glad I didn't say it.
Allison's gonna kill you
Allison,
next
you
time.
going-
you
I was
go.
talking about hiring in some folks, not Allison.
Jimbo says you're gonna let Mike build a big barn. She wants me to, man. If I said, hey, let's build a barn right now, she'd be like, let's do it. But man, they're so expensive. But to build the one that I want to build, just is crazy expensive. You can build a house for the price of that. Right now is not the time to build a barn.
Everybody's loving the 400C.
Yeah.
Everybody.
There's nobody out there that's got one. They're like, it smells okay.
No, it's a good song.
Yeah. Actually, guilty with treason though. He had one and he was like, it's all right. He's the only person that I've seen.
He runs big saws.
He runs a lot of stuff.
So he picks up a little saw like that. He's like,
Yeah, right.
I like 400C.
What else we got? Allison says yes. Yeah, well, sorry. We're just not going to do it yet. Yeah, it is Todd's fault. I bought mine. Yeah,
Okay.
it sure is. I couldn't find one when you got yours.
Quentin knows I love the would you rathers.
No, my goodness.
We're not going to talk about the would you rathers, but we are actually.
Wood, W-O-O-D or W-O-U-L-D?
WOULD.
Okay.
What does it say? It says dinner's ready. Well, you go get yourself some dinner and enjoy it.
Who's
Food trumps you guys. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about ditching these guys for a bird too.
what's happening here?
ODA.
He's leaving. He's got to eat dinner.
Oh, man. See you later, Ben.
Okay,
Thanks for stopping by.
Before I ask my question, Todd wants to know, Mike, what saw will you pick up first, the 4 or 500? I already know the answer to this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
400.
400.
He loves 400 the baby.
Yeah.
Like that's his third child. I'm pretty sure it sleeps between him and Allison.
It doesn't, but it is.
Yeah, I can just see that. The first night you get to saw it's just by there. It's just
It's
like,
just on my pillow. Yeah, right.
Mike, what is this?
Don't worry about
Turn
it.
your
Much
saw.
sleep.
It's the mistress.
Actually, so the 500, my mistress, yeah. The 500i is actually number 3 on the list right now. I like that Echo 4910.
3?
Yeah, man.
You're gonna put the Echo before the 5?
Dude, it's so light and so powerful. You can just bam, 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 and you're done.
No, just send the 500 down the line.
No, I'm not getting rid of it.
Send it
but,
over Daddy's way.
But it's number 3, man.
All right, ask your question because I want to hear it.
Okay, here's my good would you rather. Mike and Quentin, would you rather have, Mike, are you listening?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Would you rather have the best top of the line chainsaws of your choice in the box store splitter or rancher saws in the Easton made of your choice? Basically, great cutting equipment and a slow splitter or slow.
Number 2.
I got the answer. Yeah, I'm going with the Easton made because I'm gonna get the processor. I would have said cat.
The guy's thinking.
The radio.
I was thinking.
Get the big circular
Okay.
wheel.
Splitter, Quinn, splitter.
I don't know.
So you're taking slow saws and a good splitter?
Yep.
I'd probably agree with that.
As long as the wood wasn't super big,
Yeah, I'd probably
you know.
just take smaller wood on and have
Yeah.
a good splitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. Quinn?
I'm just gonna be different. I'm gonna say the opposite of you two.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
That's fine.
Knock yourself out. Slow.
Shibe says he'll take another 500. Shibe, I want to know what your beef is with 661s. I like the 500, but
Does he not like 661s?
I don't know if he likes 661s or not, but I feel like everybody talks like 500 is the peak chainsaw, and like we forget about the 661. Like no respect on the legendary 661.
Yeah, girls
I
got a
don't-
lot of love.
I don't think there's a lot of guys that run them. I think that's part of it.
But
Because I've never-
661 has been out forever. Why is the 500?
when you guys came to my yard the first time, you were squawking about the 661. I was like, oh, who needs a 661? We got a 500, right?
Yeah.
But then you guys got one, and I ran it, and now I've had some of the Kool-Aid. It's once you run it, you're like, man, that's a pretty darn nice saw.
So Shibe says it's heavy, like a pound and a half heavier. I would agree it is heavier, but running both of them side by side, the 661, pry on it all you want.
It's 11 cc's more.
It's eating.
Yeah.
It's torquey. Like it
Yeah.
has insane torque compared to the 500.
Yeah.
Like 500 is good, but it's, in my opinion, it's more of a high revving saw, and it lives on chain speed, not as so much torque.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah. for
It's
sure.
kind of like a 50 cc saw. It lives on chain speed and not
Yeah.
torque. Where the 661, I don't think it revs as high, but that's when you can pry into it, and it has
It won't
all the
stop.
torque, and it's not going to stop it.
Yeah, because you can get that 590 stop. You can get that chain stop pretty easy.
No, you can. I've stopped my 661 and some bigger stuff, but you got to really.
Okay, we're drawing up a debate here.
All
So
right.
Living the Dream says because the 500 is almost as fast and not near as heavy. It is almost as fast if you're cutting maybe smaller wood. I don't know. You guys have used them too. I can't give you just my experience. It is fast. I think maybe just the 660 would shine if you're cutting huge wood, like 36-inch bar, 32-inch bar, bury the bar in some oak and knock hair maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even
I-
running
I
with the
like it.
25s like we do, and just being able to lean into it as hard as you want and just go is extremely nice.
Yeah.
But I would agree it is the 500 is in a class of its own as far as, well, yeah, I would say it's in a class of its own because it's 79 cc's, but it is lightweight like a 70 cc saw. But
has that extra
It
power.
has the extra power than a 70. It's Husqvarna needs to make something to really compete with it.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah, they're
I'm
probably
sure.
dreaming up something.
Yeah.
You'll see it when they come out with it because he's going to go nuts over it. So
Yeah, he'll get it.
But the 500, like even in our testing, I felt like it was really close to the 462.
Yeah, I thought the 462 was probably a little faster.
See, did that come out of your mouth? I didn't want to say it because
Yeah, well, I mean, didn't our testing show that?
It did.
Yeah.
It's-
And it meant it. Well, we'd also said it could have varied on a couple different things because the 462's got a 24-inch bar, where the 500 had a 28-inch bar. So
8 more drive links.
It was moving a little more chain. You sharpened yours, I sharpened mine, so it wasn't the same person on the file. So I don't know. They're awful close, but that 461's nice too, or 462.
Shibe says the 660 he ran a 20-inch bar on it, and compared to the 500, it ran slower. Maybe she wasn't tuned up or.
Did he have a
running good.
660?
660?
That's just the old generation of the
That's-
661, right?
Yes, that's
Same, still 90 cc's.
Yes.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
Yeah.
it's just not the auto tune version like mine is.
And I don't know. There's so many different experiences. Like I hate the 562 XP, but I know so many people love them.
Mhm.
We hated the 562 because we had other good saws that really just made that one fall into a category
Of
that
its
didn't
own.
fit in.
Yeah. It's like too heavy.
Same
It's not
weight
enough
or too
power.
heavy
Yes.
and not as much power.
Yes.
It's like you grab the 570 and you'd be like, wow, this cut's great. And then you pick up
Yeah.
that 60 and you'd be like, man, screw this thing. It's just as heavy as a 70. I'll just grab that and
Right.
cut way faster.
I've got that 391 at home, and it's 64 cc, the 467 cc, but the 391's like a pound and a half heavier, and I've kept it, but I don't use it.
Yeah. I thought
might
that
as
saw
well-
cut pretty well.
I might as well sell it and get another 400 because it's
Really. Yeah. if you're never going to use it.
Yeah, it just sits there.
Yeah, and they still hold their value. People like those.
Yeah,
I
it's
found
a good
with
saw.
selling chainsaws, you're more likely to sell a $500 chainsaw than you are like an $800. Like you could have a chainsaw that's $700 brand new, and you can sell it for $600 quick, but you can't sell a chainsaw that's $1,200 brand new and sell it quick for $900. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the lower.
Well, yeah, there's not.
The people don't appreciate the bigger saws around here.
True. Yeah, not everybody wants a $900 chainsaw.
Well, everybody's like us when we first started too. Why buy the expensive
Yeah,
chainsaw?
right.
That doesn't.
Steals. I'm
Right.
not going to pay for that. Yeah.
Living the dream says, when you guys hit my age, you will understand power to weight a little bit better. Living the dream, I have a feeling when, I don't know how old you are, I have a feeling when I hit your age, we'll be using batteries, and actually wood will probably be illegal.
Yeah, right.
We won't even be allowed to burn anything.
Illegal to burn.
Yeah, we'll be having a,
I wonder how old he is. I don't.
he's 70. Yeah, when I get to 70, yeah, wood will probably be illegal. If not, then we'll be using.
He says 70. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be using electric chainsaws, way better than not titty. It'll
Yeah,
probably
right.
have a Bluetooth bar on it,
Yeah.
superchargers.
Aaron has a good comment.
Aaron says the 661 will rev higher than 660. Aaron is really chainsaw techie too. He's really smart with the details.
Mhm.
But Aaron, if you think we have like a lot of saws and switch saws a lot, Aaron is always getting new saws, selling saws. Like he tests them all.
Aaron, when Genin went to your house the first time, he could not shut up for about a week and a half after about all the cool stuff that you
I was
had.
like, dude, this guy's got a
Why?
$500 with a bark box. We need one. He's got a bark box.
Wait a minute. Why hasn't he been on your channel?
I don't know if he wants to
Okay,
do videos.
you know what, Aaron? You can come to my woodyard. I'll invite you to
I
mine.
told him you could come over.
I'll invite you to
I got dibs
KNL.
on him.
KNL Firewood and bring all your tools or your toys over, and we can show everybody. Since these guys don't want you to come over.
I told him
No, it's fine.
I don't know. Okay, but I got dibs if he doesn't
All
decide he
right,
wants
all
to.
right, fine.
Ooh,
Shibe says they're like guns. Don't sell, just buy.
right.
You're not
Chainsaws.
wrong.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Look at your wife's comment or question.
Who would love to see help in your wood? Oh, who would we like to see help in our wood yard? Oh, if we had somebody to come over to help in the wood yard.
Who do you want to get the most stuff done? Who's going to get you the most stuff done?
I'd like to see Aaron come over with that 881.
He's coming to the event.
I know, but I want to see him in our wood yard.
We got the big wood. I said he should come.
I want Tony, Chris, and Kenny to come over. Yeah. Tony's kind of my first firewood buddy. He kind of reached out to me when I got the access and started the whole YouTube thing.
Kenny?
So, no, Tony.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Kenny.
I
Was.
did.
was like, does Kenny have a?
No. Tony was the first one to kind
Yes.
of reach out to me. So he kind of maybe started this whole thing. And then Chris and Kenny just work like
Their-
madmen,
yes.
you know. So I don't know, man. Anybody's kind of welcome to come over if you're in the area,
Especially if you're helping.
especially for helping. Yeah,
Um,
good question. Though.
Just saying, this guy treats his help really well. He takes you to Subway for lunch.
Oh boy,
Balls.
yeah. We were gonna have tacos. Remember? The
Yeah.
taco store was closed.
Stupid taco store.
Stupid tacos. Oh, hit me up so we can get a plan going. Aaron, I've hit you up.
Yeah,
We're gonna plan, okay?
all right, you guys work it out.
Maybe he's talking to Mike and not us because he likes Mike better.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
PM me, Aaron. I don't know what that even means.
Personal message.
Private message me. I don't know what that. Whatever.
Okay, here's another. Would you rather? Would you rather have an unlimited supply of IBC totes or a farm conveyor? I'm not talking about an Easton-made STK24 farm conveyor.
Yeah, for what I do and probably for what you do, IBCs. Because I don't think they're going to last forever.
The totes?
Even the ones we have, you know, they've got a life cycle on them. You know, they're going to eventually break down and you have to get rid of them. And
So
I don't know how well we're going to be able to get them in the future either.
my plan is when they do break down, put a pallet underneath of them.
I've got some with pallets and they suck.
They suck.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
All right.
I got a question for your would you rather. If you did a conveyor, could you have like a corn crib or something you could feed it into?
No, me and Quentin talked about this. The ideal firewood is to have a
Oh.
giant corn crib, like the old silos that have just grates, put a V in the bottom,
With another conveyor
with a
out.
conveyor coming out of it and a conveyor going in the top. So it's just a big cycle of wood. You got the elements are off the top. It's not raining, but you have wind that blows through.
That would be sweet. How would you get the wood out of it then?
There's
You
a.
got to build a slat to feed out.
It's
of
just
the
like
conveyor.
a
Like a grain elevator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be V'd at the bottom and a conveyor right down the center, and then an incline up to your dump trailer.
Maybe you only have to touch it to split it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yep. And just get like a whole farm of those, and people think you're a farmer, but I'm just a wood farmer.
Yeah, right. That would be pretty cool.
Yep.
You'd have some money in that though.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It'd be really cool.
That's the thing with any of these hobbies, you know, whether it's firewood or guns or whether you play golf or fish or whatever, they're so darn expensive sometimes that you can let them kind of get out of
See you,
hand.
Aaron.
Thanks for joining.
Peace out, Aaron. We should probably wrap it up anyway.
Yes.
Are we working on an hour and something?
Hour
and 20 minutes.
Okay, wait.
I'm not here to break any records.
Yeah. Someone showed a corn crib full of wood. Was it JPF? Now that's a freaking good idea, Todd said again. I have a lot of good ideas because I just like scheme ideas all the time.
I don't know.
Some of them are really bad.
I don't remember seeing that corn crib thing. It might have been JPF, but I don't think so. He's got those.
Hey, Build Life joined.
Who?
Build Life?
Oh, hey.
You ever seen him?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Yeah, you're late to the party. We'll stick around for a few more minutes.
Give us all your questions, Build Life.
Oh,
Hit
wait.
them with us all.
Here's a QQQ. How does the MS 460 compare to the 500i or 462? I've never run a 460. I don't know. I would imagine that's is that like a 462?
I don't know. I have no idea about the old steel saws.
No, I don't know. Well, Rick would know. He's living the dream. He says 462 costs more than I paid for the 500i over 2.5 years ago. Really?
Yep, things have gotten insanely expensive.
Oh yeah, that's right. Todd says it wouldn't have been JPF because he sells greenwood. He sells the wood and says it's the customer's job to let it dry.
I don't mind that idea either.
Yeah. Okay. All right, have we got all the questions answered?
I think so.
All right. We'll wrap it up.
Do you have any more segments you want to do about the event?
No, I've kind of told you about this. I don't know if there's going to be a replay or not. I don't know how to figure that out. If I can figure it out, you can go back and watch it, I guess. But if you are coming, I guess I will say this. If you are coming, for sure, email me. It's KNL Firewood Crew. So the letters KNL, the word firewood, the word crew at gmail.com. And just email me and let me know that you're coming just so I can kind of get a head count. And maybe we'll do another one of these lives between now and then. Might do it on their channel. So, and sub these guys. If you're not subbed to their channel and you're in the comments, sub these guys, the 765 guys. They've got some good comment or good content.
Your wife says Lily just realized where you are tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I told her earlier, I said, I'm leaving. She said, where are you going? I said, don't worry about it. I'm leaving. So, hi, Lily. Hi, Kim. Hi, Allison. Okay. What else?
That's it.
What else you guys?
Any other questions? There's 27 people watching right now.
27
It's a high. 27 is the high.
Can't give up now or start a game.
All right, hang on. hang on. I'm getting in a very important text message. Hang on.
Thanks, Allison.
Okay. Yeah, I got so Kim sent me a message earlier. I'm going to be there too. Yeah, absolutely. Kim will be there. So she is the K part of the KNL part. So it's after my daughters, Kim and Lily. So Kim will be there. Lily will be at a dance competition, but Kim will be there. You'll get to meet her, and she's super excited to meet all you guys. Jimbo, date, campground, etc. Okay, it's going to be May 6th, 2023. It is at the Howard County Vietnam Veterans Organization Campground. That's a lot of words there. Howard County Vietnam Veterans Organization Campground. That's where it's going to be, May 6th. I think we're going to start probably around 9 o'clock. If you're going to bring equipment, I'm hoping to have people come like on Friday and maybe have things set up Friday so we can get going Saturday morning. Todd,
You gonna have breakfast made for us?
I will not have breakfast. Breakfast is on you. But you know, I mean, people brought donuts and stuff over to Brad, so maybe people bring donuts and coffee and stuff. I'm not going to do that. Personally, I'm going to be busy doing other stuff that day.
Quentin
setting
will.
people up.
What?
Volunteering right now.
Quentin's going to cater. No, he's not.
He's catering the event.
I don't know. I might actually look into that to see if there's going to be a bunch of people there. Well, not on Friday, but maybe Saturday. I might see if there's somebody that wants to.
Aren't the vets cooking like burgers and stuff?
They're going to do lunch, so burgers and hot dogs. And I was like, no. I said, I don't know if there's going to be 50 people or 500 people here. I said, you don't want to make hamburgers for everybody. And they're like, no, we insist. I said, all right, so we get a charge for it. They said, nope, we're not going to charge. I said, you're going to charge something because they might eat a whole cow's worth of stuff, you know? So they're going to do it for donation. So if you're going to come and have a hamburger, hot dog, be willing to throw them a couple bucks into the donation tip jar. There is alcohol involved. I talked about this on the channel, or alcohol allowed, but we're not going to be drinking while we're running equipment. That's just a recipe for disaster. So you can bring your own booze, but let's partake in that afterwards.
The most important thing is good, safe fun. Let's all have fun, have a good chat, and all be safe and no accidents, please.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we understand some people don't have all the entire safety equipment, such as chaps or whatever you need to run a saw. So I don't know about Genin, but if you're the same size as me and you want to run one of our saws or whatever, you throw my chaps on, but bring your own gloves and hearing protection and all that.
You're gonna need hearing protection. I feel like a lot of bark boxes, a lot of modified mufflers.
Yeah, right.
There's the people like in the area are gonna be like, are they racing dirt bikes down there this weekend? What's going on?
Right.
All this noise.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to sound awesome. I was hoping everyone, like maybe Saturday morning before we got started, everybody could get their saws out and get them started and put them on the ground. And
Can we have like a moment of panic, Rev? Like just like
oh my gosh, like the flyover.
Yeah.
We'll start out with the national anthem.
Yeah,
and at the end of that, and everybody grabs their saw and revs
We'll
up
play
like
the
a
national
GNCC
anthem.
race.
Yeah, right. Well, you figure that out between now and then.
Okay. Hey guys, thanks for all the subs
Yeah.
that are subbing. I appreciate it.
Did you get some subs?
Yeah, a couple
Sweet.
of them.
Awesome.
You know what we
Good deal.
get.
Heck yeah.
Kim wants to know, are you guys twins? Actually,
Yes.
we're not twins. We're not twins, but we are brothers. Quentin is 6 minutes older than me.
That is not true. They're not even. It's not true.
Do you know us?
I know you well enough to know you're not twins.
We're brothers, though.
Identical. What are you talking about? Spitting image. This is my little brother.
6 minutes.
Still little.
Whatever. You want to wrestle after this? Like
Yeah.
when we were 14.
Yeah. Peter don't play no.
What else?
Anyways.
Any other last questions?
I feel like I've got a second wind in me. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is Saturday night at 7:30. We go a little bit
Kind
longer.
of tired. Quinn, do you have any questions? Michael, do you have any
Do you
questions?
need us to
I
bring
mean,
the traffic?
Best question. Chiefs or Eagles? Here you go.
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Probably.
Chiefs?
Probably. You gonna go Eagles?
I don't know, man. They're both super tough. The Eagles haven't played a great team this year. The Chiefs have. I don't want to give Mahomes the ball back. Like with 2 minutes and he needs touchdown. I don't feel good about it.
Guess how many minutes of NFL football I've watched this year? Yes, exactly 0. So I don't even know, but I guess I like Mahomes.
The Chiefs sound better.
Firewood, baby. All right.
Got a guy coming from Minnesota. Dang.
What? Who is it? Who it be? Can't. Alan, aka North Known Firewood. I can plan to kill May 6th. Awesome. Sweet. Glad to have you. I hope you're there, man. Alan, I've seen your name a few times on comments, so perfect. It'll be fun.
Build Life asks
Don't think so.
if I was a guy going to camp, but I need to make a reservation at the campground.
Good question. The guy said you don't, but I'm going to say Probably.
The campground is ginormous. There's no way it's going to be packed. There
Yeah.
should be a site for you.
There
no
will
problem.
definitely be a site.
And
It's $10 a night.
and it is primitive.
It is primitive. There's no water, no electricity. So
Bring your noisy generator in
Yeah,
and bother everybody else.
be prepared for that. I know Andy's going to camp there. I assume we'll have just like a campsite where we can just all kind of hang out afterwards and build a fire. And
If we're going there on Friday night, we'll probably stay there too.
I'll bring my camper down after
Oh,
we
okay.
get dump trailers.
all right, these guys will be there. Bring your lawn chair.
Yeah, BYOC.
Yeah, BYOB and BYOC.
Let's be.
Booze.
I know that. I was going to try and change it to barbecue or something.
Bring your own berries.
Berries and cherries. Well,
Good questions, guys. Thanks for joining us. It was fun.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we'll do this again here.
One more question. When's your next
Oh
video
my
coming out?
Goodness, I don't know.
I'm tired of not seeing KNL Firewood in
I
my
know,
subs.
I
I don't
know,
need to
right?
see what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
A busy
Look,
man.
I've said I don't like doing it in the cold. I don't want to do it outside. It's not cold now, but it's muddy. I have a cold, as you can tell. I'm scheduled to work the next 12 days, so I'm not going to be.
You working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Dang it.
So I'm.
Dang.
We're doing a family split at my in-laws there. You're supposed to be there for that. What the heck?
Ricky will be there.
No, it's not gonna be there.
No, I can't be there. So anyway,
Bill Buff says he's bringing a wheelchair like this, guys.
Can he stun on it though? We can have wheelie competitions.
In the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
We got
Okay,
helmets.
are you done?
I'm done, man.
You done?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, guys. We appreciate you joining.
Yes, thanks so much. It's been a lot of fun. We're definitely going to do this again.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jen
it.
says otherwise.
All right, guys. I'm gonna press the button right now.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
We'll see you next
See ya.
time.
End it for Pete's sake.
End it.